Alright, so we've got a brand new console application. Let's go ahead and get Perigee installed. Go over to Tools, NuGet Package Manager Console. Simply type in install package Perigee and hit enter. It's going to reach out to NuGet and fetch all of the packages and dependencies that are required for Perigee. Now that Perigee is installed, we have two more steps to take. On our website, we have an example app settings.json, as well as you may have your license file. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in right now. Make sure when you're adding these files in, you set them to copy always. I'm going to do the same thing for the license file that I have. You might be running a demo version and you don't need a license file. You've got about 60 days during the demo. There's a few different flavors of the app settings JSON, depending on if you're creating just a basic console application or a .NET hosted project, but all of that is linked in the documentation. Every Perigee application is going to start with Perigee application. We're going to go ahead and use the application no init overload. Let's provide the app name of first app and C for the app or task configuration callback. For our first application, we want to log out hello Perigee from the name of our first application here, first app. What we're going to do is go ahead and add a cron thread. We'll just call that hello world. We need to supply a valid cron string. If you don't know what a cron string is, we have a documentation page describing it fully, as well as examples. You can also see here that we have a nice little readout of what all the individual components mean. We also need to supply the application callback. Now these callbacks, you'll always at least get two items, which is the cancellation token and the logger. I'm going to go ahead and call those CT and L. And finally, the method that gets called every time that cron is executed. What we've done is we've created our Perigee application and added our first thread here. Again, this thread is a cron thread, so it'll execute every 15 seconds, and every 15 seconds, the code inside of these two brackets will be executed. Let's go ahead and log out using the log information at the information level, and we're going to provide a string here. This will be a templated string. So we're going to write hello Perigee from and then our app name. Now notice the app name is in curly braces. The reason for that is, again, this is a message template. So we're going to go ahead and supply the value for that. We're going to get that from the configuration that is above. You can get that by asking for the application name. That's it. Let's go ahead and run our first application. And Perigee started. You can see that we've already logged out once. Right on the 45-second mark, it says hello Perigee from first app. It executed our code block. Again, we're running a cron every 15 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and log it out again here right on the minute 0 mark. You can see it popped up again. Since we have a console application, let's go ahead and use the graceful shutdown feature. So I'm going to press Control-C. You'll see it gracefully shuts down all of the running threads and allows the tasks to complete their work before exiting out. That's it for our first application. Thanks for watching.